Now, if you've got a mortgage or you've been thinking about buying a home, maybe your first one, the past few weeks have probably been quite stressful. Following the government's mini-budget, hundreds of mortgages have been removed. And today, interest rates on some products are at the highest it's been for 14 years. Well, earlier, the Chancellor met with bank bosses to try and smooth things over. And Natalia Jorquera joins us with more on this. Natalia.
Yes, Kwasi Kwarteng sat down earlier with senior executives from the UK's bank and building societies to discuss concerns after the chaos caused by his mini-budget. Now, what we saw in the aftermath of the budget announcement was a fall in the pound. This meant that lenders didn't know how to price products, which led to lots of deals being taken off the market. Now, many of these deals are being reintroduced, but with much higher rates, the average rate being 6%. Now, this is a figure that we have not seen since the 2008 financial crisis. And earlier I spoke with a mortgage broker who is hoping that the meeting will result in getting spiralling rates under control. But the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, says that the Conservatives have no one to blame but themselves.
Sometimes these things happen because of some world event. This is self-inflicted with the government's mini-budget 2 weeks ago. So I think there's frustration, there's anger. This afternoon I've been speaking to first-time buyers who can't buy now, people coming off their fixed-term mortgages who are really worried about the future. It has human consequences. Millions of people paying the cost of the government's recklessness.
And away from this, lots of people also worried about their bills this winter. And there's been a pretty worrying warning from an energy company on that.
Yeah, if it isn't enough for people to be worrying about rising mortgage rates and rising energy costs, we've just had an announcement from the National Grid, who is warning that there could be potential blackouts this winter if the National Grid and power plants can't get enough gas to continue running. Now, they have said that this could mean households could lose power for up to 3 hours at a time, but they did say this is an unlikely scenario, but it is a possibility if the energy crisis continues.
Unlikely, but worrying to hear we could go back to the 1970s or something like this. What are they suggesting people do?
Well, to help avoid blackouts, they are asking people to try and limit their energy use to non-peak hours. They want households to help avoid the blackouts, but you know, the blackouts are not going to come out of the blue. They say that customers will be warned ahead of times, and if they happen, it'll most likely happen in the morning or between 4 and 7 p.m. But again, this is an unlikely scenario. The National Grid's central view is that there will be enough gas to provide Britain with electricity this winter.
So maybe start doing your washing in the middle of the night. Natalia, thank you very much.